Okay, so apparently King thinks he could just climb on my bed. What are you up to, buddy? Tegus apparently have not that good eyesight from far away. I don't know if they scientifically proved that, or people just repeat stuff. Because one thing I know about YouTube and forums, mostly forums, is if one person is saying it and that person is a so-called respectable breeder or whatnot, they'll say something and then the word is golden until like a couple years later science gets involved and it shuts that theory down. Because a theory is a theory, some of them make sense. But then there's some that they sound like they just make stuff up. Maybe they do have bad eyesight. But this, from far away, I mean. I don't know what you nearsighted, I think that's called. Apparently they're not really good at seeing 4 feet is a beautiful, perfect tail. They're not good at seeing from far away. 4 feet is like good for them. So I don't believe it, because this guy, maybe he just comes by smell. He has a great sense of smell. Tegus do. Okay. I'm sorry, buddy. I don't want to keep bothering you like that. Or maybe he just does have a good, keen sense of smell and hearing. Obviously, those are his ears right there. You should always check your Tegu's ears too, man. Like this right here, some stuck shed, right? Take that off. Yeah, he's a good boy. He's a Chocoan. I don't know, he's shedding right now, but you could always tell Chocoan. They say there's a way to tell by Chocoans, right? And if you go and you speak to good breeders, they'll say whatever. They'll tell you straight up what you could look for to get a real true Chocoan. The Chocoans apparently, with I think, don't quote me on this, but the ones from Paraguay and stuff like that in the Chaco area, they get the biggest. I don't know if that's true, but I mean, for most people that breed Chocoans, they call them like Chocoan giants, but they're just bigger. There's no extreme anything. I've seen some really big regular black and whites that are pure Argentine, that are like 20-something years old, and their babies are bred only to pure Argentine. And not all of them get big, but some of them just get really big. I'm not really sure if that person kept it under really perfect care. I know my guy has grown tremendously in the last year. Because when I got him, he looked like a real clean girl, like a really beautiful girl. And then these things blew up. These are called the jowls. I think they're just made up of a lot of fat or something. I don't know. But they're a good pet as long as they're like a bulldog. Sometimes it could be a little stubborn. I don't recommend for people who have never owned a pet to just go straight and buy a Tegu. I don't think it's cool. I think you should get into like something a little easier, and when you gradually, as you get older, you work your way up. You know what I mean? A couple years ago, I learned about this species through a lot of good friends of mine, and I've always liked them. Always. I kept reading. I'm like, man, this animal is just crazy cool. And I heard about the intelligence that they display. I'm not sure if Duke University is doing it, but I know that some universities are studying a lot of monitors and stuff like that. There's a a documentary called, I think it's called The Lizard King or Lizard King. If you guys could find them, man, I highly, highly suggest you guys find. Go ahead and think. King eats a lot of stuff, man. He eats ground turkey, as fatty as you can find it. I don't overfeed him with that. When I mix it with, I make meatballs, but I mix it with Rapashi. There's a company called Rapashi that makes like a fruit paste powder, but you add water to it, and then I add. The one I get is called Grubs and Bugs, or Bugs and Grubs, or something like that. Oh, Fruits and Grubs. There you go, Fruits and Grubs. And then I mix that with the ground turkey, so he could get insect protein, his fruits, and it's all organic, non-GMO. And I mix that with the ground turkey, so therefore he gets a good complete thing. And it has also, I put a calcium plus on there, okay, so you can get extra vitamins and whatnot. All right, buddy. There's your little jaws, so big. Good boy. That's my butcher, good boy. He likes the little rubbies. You like the little rubbies? I love you. He's a good boy. People probably say like, man, are you crazy? When I walk around with him. I walk around with him. He'll just lay on my shoulder, and I'll just take a good, nice walk on the trail with him and the girls. And obviously we get a lot of looks because it's not something normal people walk. But they like the real sun, you know. Take them outside and let their thing. In the inside, obviously, we have to manipulate those conditions by getting I get like a T5 high output 10.0 UVB strip. You know, the highest quality you can get. If there's anything better than that, then go ahead and use that. And they like their basking spots pretty high. You'll see them come and go as they please when they want to bask. This guy, for some reason, he'll eat a big meal and then he'll hide for like a day, and then I'll see him the next day basking for a couple of days. You know, so he could just digest that meal really good. But some people have said, do tegus outside get bigger when tegus inside? And I said, no, that's not true. You know, I really believe is the diet, the care, and the stress levels. So if you can keep the stress levels pretty low, you know, they're good. Look at this guy. All right, buddy. Over and out. I love you guys. So cute. I'm sorry if I'm shaky hands, guys. This is truly the Mass 33, and I'm out.